The old man pointed his gun at the young man, ordering him to remove his clothes. Seeing the gun, the young man had no choice but to comply. Then the old man gestured in a direction, telling the young man to wander off into the wilderness. After walking just a short distance, the young man could barely continue. He turned to look back at the old man, then thought better of it and pressed on. Watching the young man trudge away, the old man smiled with satisfaction. He had killed someone, and to keep his secret, this was his only option. Gradually, the young man figured out what was happening. The old man didn't want to waste bullets. He intended for him to die of dehydration in the desert, but the young man wasn't going to give up so easily. His seemingly aimless wandering was actually a search for something he knew about. When the old man looked again, the young man had broken into a run. The old man wasn't concerned. There was nowhere to hide in the barren desert. But soon, the old man realized he'd been deceived. Looking again, he saw the young man make a leap and suddenly disappear. The young man had quickly found a hidden entrance, pushed aside some rocks, and slipped inside. Just as the old man raced toward the spot at top speed, a wooden beam broke, successfully concealing the entrance. Yet the dust still caught the old man's attention. He stared at the hidden opening, waiting for the young man to emerge. Inside, however, was a network of passages with other exits. The young man grabbed a water bottle, desperate for a drink, but found it empty. Fortunately, he discovered a pair of shoes and a map on the wall marking supply locations. He quickly hid the map and prepared to escape. Just as he was about to flee, he sensed a shadow outside the door. The young man quickly hid. The visitor was indeed the old man. While searching around, the old man noticed the door movement but didn't approach. Instead, he took out explosives, tossed them toward the entrance, and ran. Hearing the noise, the young man rushed out, frantically trying to stomp out the fuse. But the fuse wouldn't extinguish. He had no choice but to run for his life. Just as the explosion erupted, he made it outside. The old man, seeing the young man had survived, didn't kill him. He simply motioned for him to continue wandering. Once the old man's silhouette disappeared, the young man pulled out the map and discovered a supply point nearby. He raced to find it and soon dug up a water container. Fighting his excitement, he hid and scanned the area. Seeing no sign of the old man, he lifted the container to drink. A single bullet sent the container flying from his hands. The old man fired again, 3 more shots leaving the container riddled with holes. The young man sank into despair, lying motionless on the ground. The old man, having lost interest in continuing the game,